today's video, we're going to be talking about stacking silver and gold before the spot price and premiums get to the point that it makes the precious metals unattainable. We're also going to be talking about staying focused on your long-term goals rather than getting caught up in all the short-term distractions. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and stacking it before it's too late. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today is Friday, April 16th, 2021. It is currently 52 degrees outside. It's kind of sunny, kind of cloudy, and apparently it's about to start raining. But I'm filming this video outside regardless because, well, let's be honest. Why be inside when you can be outside? So if you hear any cars driving past or some birds chirping, that would be exactly why. So today I wanted to talk about stacking silver and also stacking gold before it's quote-unquote too late. Now, for the record, let me just be clear. I don't think it's ever too late to begin setting yourself up financially. I don't think it's ever going to be too late to start saving money. I don't think it's even going to be too late to get your hands on silver. What I mean by too late is in the event of spot price and premiums continue to climb up and it becomes increasingly difficult to get your hands on the precious metals for an affordable price tag. So that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video. And by the way, for the record, just in case anybody was wondering, the current spot price of silver as I'm recording the video is $26.01. And the current spot price of gold is $1,777.90. Of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching it. Head on down to the comments, let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. So I wanted to talk about the quote-unquote too late to stack silver in today's video. And I have a couple of points that I wanted to make. Again, I don't believe it's ever going to be fully too late to start saving money or to set yourself up financially or to take matters into your own hands and do what's best for you, your family, your future, and your finances. I wanted to compare 2019 to 2020. I know we're in 2021, but we're not even halfway through the year yet. So back in 2019, I remember the spot price of silver was in the $17 to $18 range for a good portion of the year. And back then, the premiums were only about $2 over spot, at least for the pieces of silver that I was picking up. Silver Eagles, Silver Maples, Sunshine Bars. Those were pretty much the only main pieces that I was focusing on, and the premiums were really anywhere between $1.50 and $2.50. So I'll meet in the middle and just call it $2. Fast forward to 2020 and also into 2021, spot price is very different. Premiums are very different. It's no longer $18 with a $2 premium. It's $26 with a $5 premium. Times have changed. Things are different. And I know a lot of people have gotten used to the spot price of silver being in the mid-20s with a pretty hefty premium. But it's important to remember, what's considered to be the new norm right now isn't going to be the norm forever. We could see the spot price drop back down significantly and lay low for a couple of months, couple of years. That's possible. Or what if the shoe's on the other foot? What if the tables turn? What if the spot price goes up again? As we know, as we've seen time and time again, silver likes to sit tight for a little while, and when it's ready to move to its next point, it just kind of jumps out of nowhere. So what were to happen if silver were to go from the mid-20s to, I don't know, the mid-40s in a very short window of time? What if it jumped all the way up to $45? Spot price. And then as for the premiums, what if they're no longer $5? What if the average premium for 1 troy ounce of silver goes all the way up to $12 because of all the hype and excitement and a heightened stacking demand? Now, I know the stacking demand right now is pretty up there, but what if 2020 2.0 happened? What happens if all of this hype and excitement, all of this craziness and chaos and mayhem going on in the precious metal world drives the spot price up and drives the premiums up, and you and I, people who are already currently stacking, have an incredibly difficult time getting our hands on silver at that point. Keep in mind, $45 with a $12 premium, that's $57 an ounce. The stack price. Not the spot price, the stack price. And by the way, those are just random, arbitrary, hypothetical numbers. I'm completely making them up just to paint a picture. In the future, could potentially be a reality. So I just wanted to point that out. At that point, many people might be feeling or experiencing that it seems as though it's too late. Because guess what? A lot of people said that last year too. When everything got shut down, all the small businesses had to close. Want to know a good example of a small business? Coin shops. Here in New Jersey, they were forced to close. My local coin shop was closed for, I believe, 8 months, give or take. So what happens if all the coin shops in the area are shut down and you can no longer get silver in person at a physical storefront, and you have no choice but to order online? No big deal. That's perfectly fine. I see no issue with that. However, what did we see just last year? We saw a lot of these online precious metal dealing websites getting crazy amount of orders, an unprecedented amount of orders coming through that they weren't able to keep up with. Some of the websites actually sold out of a lot of silver. Some of the websites had more orders coming in that they could even keep up with, so they had to block new orders from coming in. And the orders that they were allowing to come in, the premiums got driven up through the roof. The minimum order got increased, doubled, tripled. There used to be no minimum order on most of these websites. Some of them had a $99 minimum order, but most people are going to convert more than $99 into a handful of silver or gold anyway. So that was never that big of a deal in my opinion. But that $99 minimum order on just a couple of sites turned into $199, turned into $299 minimum orders. During times of economic uncertainty and financial hardships, not everybody had $300. What about all the people who were used to just tossing $100 in at a time? All of a sudden they weren't able to do that. And if they were able to do it, odds are their order was being blocked. They weren't able to place an order online, and they couldn't visit the coin shop because, once again, it was closed. This is what happened last year. And a lot of people felt as though it was too late. Now, of course, once the hype and excitement idled down a little bit, we were able to go about converting our dollars into more silver. Of course, the spot price was up quite a bit, and the premiums were way up from where they were before all the craziness got started, but we were able to still get our hands on silver. But what happens if it gets to the point where we're no longer able to get our hands on silver? What if the spot price goes up to the point where you and I are unable to afford it? What if we don't have enough dollars to convert into silver? What if the spot price and the premiums added together are just too astronomically high? What if these online precious metal dealing websites and the coin shops, what if they have little to no inventory? What then? That's what I mean by quote unquote too late. I also wanted to mention that due to all the hype and excitement, this is for a variety of different reasons. I mean, people like myself, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last couple of years, I'm always thinking about silver. Well, it's an exaggeration, maybe not 24 hours a day, but I'm always thinking about silver. I'm always trying to get silver. Every time I go to work, I know I'm trading my time for dollars, which I can then use to take care of the things that I have to take care of, and what's left over, I can use to trade for silver. I prioritize silver. Many of us prioritize silver and gold. So people like us, we've always wanted the precious metals. But during times where the hype and excitement is driven through the roof, you get all these other people diving in at the same time. Maybe there's this website that they pay attention to, and they like to sit around waiting for the people on that website to tell them the next thing to buy into. Every time a rocket ship begins to take off, all of a sudden they get the notice to go dive in and try to grab a hold. Try to catch the ride, try to catch the wave. So during times of craziness, people like me, people like you, we're probably still going to try our best to get our hands on silver. We're probably still going to be in acquisition mode, even if it's painful, because the spot price and the premiums are way up. We're still going to be in acquisition mode. But now we're going to have a whole new group of people who are diving in as well, whether it be for long-term wealth preservation purposes, or whether it just simply be because that's just the trendy thing to do. Silver is the new hot thing to talk about, like it was last year, and stacking became something to do just because all the cool kids were doing it. Maybe there's some psychological aspect where people want what they can't have, or they want what's difficult to acquire. Whatever the case may be, all of this hype leads to even higher premiums, and it's a pretty vicious cycle. But fortunately, the hype and excitement settles down once all the, what we like to call chasing the squirrel people, get distracted by whatever's coming next, whatever meme stock or meme coin everybody's talking about, that they all of a sudden,
oh, screw silver, I'm jumping into that now. What's next after this? I'm going to hop into that on Tuesday. What's going to be popping off on Friday? Because I'm diving into that.
We call this chasing the squirrel mentality, because have you ever taken your dog for a walk, or have you ever seen somebody else take a dog for a walk? The dog's happy, he's prancing around, he's sniffing all over the place, and he sees a squirrel, and all of a sudden
oh my God, a squirrel! I must chase it!
Squirrel!
That's why we call it chasing the squirrel. It's the people that are very easily distracted, and they dive into anything after it already takes off. I'm not a big believer in that. I would rather dive into something long before it takes off. That way, if and when it does begin to take off, I will have accumulated a decent amount of whatever it is already, and I might still be in acquisition mode, but I can acquire while kicking back. I've already been involved. Couple weeks, couple months, couple years. That's how it was for me with silver. I started stacking the end of 2017. Went all of 2018, all of 2019, the very beginning of 2020, stacking as aggressively as possible, staying focused, staying consistent, stacking away as much as I could for that entire period of time. And then towards the beginning into the middle of 2020, when everything went completely bonkers and all this hype and excitement and craziness surrounding silver drove the premiums through the roof, of course I was still trying to get as much silver as I possibly could. Of course I began prioritizing 90% silver, because there wasn't a whole lot of interest when it came to junk silver, and you could still get it at the time for a very fair premium. So I shifted my focus a little bit so I can continue staying busy, but everybody was diving into silver. Everyone was talking about silver. People who love silver were still talking about silver, of course. The people who hated silver were getting proven wrong, so they were talking about silver because they were coming around. The people who don't even involve themselves in silver, but the stocks, business, real estate guys, they were talking about silver. The people who had no idea about anything personal finance related, they were discovering silver, so they were talking about silver. Everyone was talking about silver. And even though I was still in acquisition mode, I was kicking back at the same time. I didn't feel as though I was in a state of desperation. I didn't mind kicking back for a little while. I didn't mind taking a step away and shifting my focus, continuing to stay busy, and just not allowing myself to fall for the $10 to $15 premium gimmick. That was something that I wanted no part of. All of the other people out there who were happily paying $10, $15, $20 over spot for just simple regular ounces of silver, they could have fun doing that. I had spent a couple of years acquiring silver. I plan on continuing to stack silver. But at that moment in time, when there was this wave of excitement that I knew would not last, I knew it would settle down. I know how these finance trends work. I know how when silver is the hot new thing to talk about, or GameStop is the hot new thing to talk about, or this coin or that stock or this or that or this or that, I know that they're relatively short-lived. Of course, there are people who are in all of these things for the long term, but I'm not talking about the long-term people. I'm talking about the short-term mentality chasing the squirrel people. Those people do not last. The long-term holders do. Very, very, very different mentality. I'm talking about the short-term people, not the long-term people. When it comes to silver, I'm stacking for the long term. I've been stacking for the long term. I will continue stacking for the long term. But I know that there will be periods of time that a massive wave of short-term vision people will dive in because they think a rocket ship is taking off and they want to grab on before it's, quote-unquote, too late. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. And if you consider yourself somebody who's in it more so for the short term, more so for the long term, and what are you doing to stay focused when it comes to stacking silver or when it comes to investing in whatever it is that you're investing in? How do you stay focused? How do you prevent yourself from becoming distracted and finding yourself chasing the squirrels? Whether it be about stocks or whether it be about this or whether it be about the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Just posted one about recovery stocks, one about silver, one about gold, one about the credit card crackdown, one about the Suez Canal, and one about the tech stock sell-off we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, the brand new DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, when it comes to it being too late to stack silver, how do you view that? Do you see the spot price and the premiums getting to the point where it just makes silver unattainable? Do you think the spot price and the premiums will go up that high to the point where we can no longer get our hands on it? In which case, maybe it'll be too late, or at the very least, too late to get your hands on it at an affordable price. And also, when it comes to staying focused, remembering your goal, your objective, and why you got started. Maybe it's to pass it down to your kids or your grandkids. Maybe it's just to protect yourself from inflation and preserve your wealth and store value for the long term, years, decades, generations to come. How do you stay focused? How do you remember why you got started? How do you prevent yourself from getting distracted by all these meme coins and meme stocks and all these little things that people are talking about and finding yourself chasing the squirrels? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.